is it time to blow up the Boston Celtics?
Yeah, I mean,
dude, this is well, but is it though?
Mm-hmm.
Celtics, Sixers tonight in Philly, -2.5 to the Sixers. I have a real problem with Jaylen Brown because I think, by the way, Robert Williams is going to start tonight, which is exactly what they should do. I have a real problem with Jaylen Brown. I think this cat is not a leader. I think Jaylen Brown likes Jaylen Brown a hell of a lot. And I think the real issue here is that you're starting to understand that Jaylen Brown is just not on level with Jayson Tatum. Mm-hmm. And I think Jayson Tatum, and I guess this is probably the larger question, is Jayson Tatum that guy that you can say, okay, that's an alpha male on a championship team?
Yeah, I mean, I think that I definitely think that Jayson Tatum has moments where I'm like, dude, what are you doing? You know, like earlier in the series when he passed it instead of going up and getting fouled on the last possession of the game. However, I think that Jayson Tatum has killer in him, and I out of these two, I'm taking Jayson Tatum twice on Sunday. It's not even a conversation. And Jaylen Brown, I feel like, was siding a little bit too much with Kyrie Irving for my comfort. And when Kyrie Irving's issue happened earlier this year, when all the anti-Semitic stuff happened, and it just, I don't like that Jaylen Brown doesn't perform at the absolute highest level, yet is constantly talking off the floor. He's constantly in the media. He's just that guy. And I don't think he's nearly as bad in the media as like a Luka or a Kyrie. He's not constantly causing issues, but you're always wondering, okay, what's he going to say next? What's he going to say next? Like, what's the reporter going to ask, his teammates about next? And I think there's, unfortunately, I think there's a particular price that pays on a locker room. I mean, when Kyrie Irving had all those issues, Jaylen Brown wanted to talk about that. You're telling me Jayson didn't get asked about that on a regular basis? Right? You're telling me that his teammates didn't have to deal with that?
Wow.
So to me, I look at a guy who's all NBA now, and I say, okay, great, you're all NBA, but your first team never win anything. That's the problem.
Ooh.
Your first team, get to the finals and disappear, right? Your first team, can't get the job done. And that goes for Jayson Tatum as well. The difference is...
now it does.
...is I believe that Jayson Tatum has championships in him. I believe that if you remove Jaylen from the situation and you say, okay, Jayson, you've got 3 years. We're going to build a team around you. If not in those 3 years, you're outie. We're starting over.
But can't you put Jaylen Brown on the Utah Jazz and pair him with Larry Markkinen?
Yeah.
Pair him with Walker Kessler and Ochai and build a roster around those guys and be a real threat in the West.
Yeah.
I would, if I'm Danny Ainge, I'm absolutely trying to trade for Jaylen Brown.
I think with your draft assets, you're already a threat in the West. I think the only question for the Jazz is just how far you are willing to take it. How far are you willing to sacrifice? How long until we allow the affinity for Jordan Clarkson to dissipate, right? Because notice who, what did we see with
Colin Sexton?
Colin Sexton is the one going to the draft lottery, right?
He is going to represent the Jazz at the draft lottery.
Now, It needs to be said, Jordan's not technically a Utah Jazz man anymore, right? He's not under contract. He's a free agent. But if you ask the average Utah Jazz fan that, they'd be like, what? Jordan's not on the team anymore? Right? Because they haven't talked about it. Notice they've been very quiet about Jordan Clarkson's situation. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know if I'm the Utah Jazz. Okay, if we go and get Jaylen Brown, does that guy take us? Is he on the team when we go to the NBA Finals?
Yes.
Well, you have to think he is. Okay, is Jaylen Brown better than Lauri Markkinen for this team? I think that's much closer than anyone wants to admit. I think Lauri Markkinen in the postseason could reliably get you 25 to 28 points a night. And I'm not so sure about Jaylen Brown. I'm not.
Boy, that's a tough one. I mean, both of those guys, in Lauri Markkinen and Jaylen Brown. I mean, I just look at, and I was chastised the other day on Twitter, Lauri Markkinen.
Whatever, dude.
I look at Markkinen. Lauri Markkinen, to me, is not proven to be a championship caliber player. Now, having said that, I've never seen him play at this level before. If he can consistently play at this level for the next 3 years and you were to add a Jaylen Brown, okay, now we're cooking with gas.
Yeah.
Right? The question to me is, if not Jaylen Brown, who else? Because I was looking around the league today, and I don't see another wing player that's available. I'm not a Julius Randle guy because I think they got to trade Julius. We already have that in the Western Conference on multiple teams. I think Julius is an Eastern Conference player.
I would agree with that.
Right? So specifically for Utah Jazz fans, I think when you look at Lauri Markkanen, he needs a dynamic wing. He needs a Jaylen Brown, Jayson Tatum. Can you imagine him with Devin Booker?
Yeah. I mean, that would obviously help a lot, man.
And I think what you're seeing, specific to Utah is they have so many draft assets that none of these guys are untouchable. The problem is Jalen's making good bread, dude. Like, he's making good money and he's eligible for a Supermax. And I don't know that I want to be the team that pays Jaylen Brown a Supermax.
Yeah, it's a problem. It's an absolute problem.
Because he's all NBA now.
Yep.
So it makes him eligible for a Supermax. I'm not sure I want to be the guy to pay him a Supermax. I struggle with that. Yeah. Whereas you look at some of the other teams, in the, 8, 9, 10 frame, like, is there a team that's got more young talent than OKC?
No.
And now Jalen's a all-rookie team?
I would trade for SGA, for sure.
But that's what I was going to say. You can't tell me at some point if OKC doesn't improve that roster that SGA is not going to be out the door.
Yeah.
I think they're in a really pivotal window here. I look at what Houston's going to do here. If you're the Utah Jazz, does anybody on the Houston Rockets appeal to you? I don't know. That's a tough one because that team is so dadgum unprofessional in Houston.
Yeah, I think the problem with the boys in Houston is that they've never been in they've never had to play basketball that has consequence to it. They've never they're just out there hooping. They're not actually playing.
But isn't that why the Jazz, let's say, would be a good fit for just about any young guy on that roster?
Well, yes and no. I mean, I think yes in the sense that they're young and they're freaking talented and they can run and they can do everything you want them to do on the floor. At the same time, though, they've never been to the NBA Finals like Jaylen Brown has been, right? They've never really played playoff basketball. They don't have, that sort of leadership that Jaylen could bring. Because I do think it's a fair question to ask. Like, okay, if you put Jaylen Brown on the Utah Jazz and he brings them, helps you become a 5 or a 6 seed, let's say, maybe even a 4 seed.
Well, see, but I also look at a guy like a D'Angelo Russell.
Yeah,
a dynamic point guard.
Yeah,
that is absolutely at times carrying the Lakers for stretches offensively. And I'd remind you, why are the Lakers even in position to knock off Golden State?
100% agree.
Because they're playing in.
Is a big part of that.
And so again, to bring this full circle, I look at Boston. I think you got to blow that team up. There's something missing there. I think obviously you have a coaching issue there and an experience issue there, but I think you have a group of players, specifically when I look at Tatum, Brown, and Smart, and I just don't understand the fit of those guys. Mm-hmm. I don't know why it's not working, and you're going to start Williams tonight, but there's just something that is awry. You can't lose the way they're losing.
Well,
and Al Horford, bless him, but he's older than Kyle Whittingham. Okay, that was wrong.
Damn, bro.
God bless.
But Al Horford's playing 25 minutes and not scoring a point the other night.
Well, I think the Jayson Tatum, Jaylen Brown comparison to Joel and Harden is a great one because Joel and James have a beautiful partnership working where Joel is still the guy, right? Like you have their box up. How many shots did Joel take?
23.
And James?
8.
Look at that. So James understands, okay, I'm a dynamic scorer when I need to. Hey, in game 1, and we're going to go steal game 1 in Boston, right? Like, we're going to go and do that. And Joel's not going to play. And then when Joel comes back, I change my role, and I become the facilitator, assist guy, knock down the three guy.
The guy that you don't want to acknowledge as your, your illegitimate.
Oh, Tyrese Maxey.
Your illegitimate two-guard is Tyrese Maxey.
Tyrese Maxey, he's the best.
10 of 21, 6 of 12 from 3, 30 points because James Harden Going deep. James Harden, 8 boards, 10 dimes, 2 steals, and only 2 turnovers.
But do you see what I mean with James, dude? And I'm not even a big James guy. I'm not a big James Harden guy. But the guy deserves a lot of credit for being able to be 2 players at once. Okay, Joel's not playing. All right, I got to go full steam ahead, all gas, no break, put it in the hole.
That's what I'm saying.
Right? But then when Joel comes back, what happens? Oh, well, James has this big performance, but now Joel's back. So now not only does the defense have to respect James, but they got to respect Joel. That's why their partnership works. And my point with this is that Jayson Tatum and Jaylen Brown do not have that balance together. And the problem is more Jaylen than it is Jayson.
Yes.
And I have issues with Jayson Tatum. I really hate that he's soft on the last possession of the game. I really hate that he doesn't have the foresight to be like, okay, hey, I've got 5 seconds. That's 3-4 dribbles. I got to do something with the rock. If I get stuck down low, I just need to go up and get fouled because I'm down 1 point here. Don't pass it to Marcus Smart, right? But the bigger issue at play here is that Jaylen Brown is too inconsistent, bro.
Do you see the damage you do to this show? Do you see the things that your stupid words do to this show? Jackson Graham, y'all slept on Harden and Maxey, and I said this when Joel was still hurt.
Okay, Jackson, bro, with all due respect, you're not listening. I slept on Harden and Joel.
This is the guy who says Harden has, bed bugs in his beard.
Filling in for somebody.
This is a guy who says he hides chicken and biscuits underneath his beard. This guy over here.
What's up, big bro?
I'm not the one who slandered James Harden. This guy over here did. I've never slandered James Harden. I, in fact, am the Tyrese Maxey fan club on the West Coast. Me right here. Up in this piece.
Right.
Right? I mean, I love him.
So bricked up right now.
I love Tyrese the way you guys love the Mandalorian.
The dynasty is not over.
Right? I mean,
kiss my butt.
I did not slander anybody.
That's the bottom line.
Maury Alvarez, that is the bottom line. The great Floridian. Can Sex Machine bring the Suns back to win the series? And then we got to talk about DeAndre Fakin.
This pisses me off so much, dude.
DeAndre Fakin.
What a douchebag.
DeAndre Fakin.
Yeah, dude. DeAndre Fakin.
You're a douche. That guy's definitely a douche. Get a fast pass for Douche Mountain, because you're a douche.
Hey, DeAndre, Jock Londale's going in for you. Oh, my ribs! Oh, my ribs!
Think that's HIPAA?
All of a sudden, DeAndre Ayton has a rib contusion.
Oh, does he?
Otherwise known as in utero. Are you kidding me, DeAndre Ayton?
This is so soft, dude.
So let me get this right, DeAndre. You can't catch a basketball to save your life. You cannot catch a basketball. You've always been a bad defender. And I know that everybody at Arizona, a players program, tells us that we don't know DeAndre Ayton and we're going to be proven wrong.
Idiots and casuals, and we have no idea.
So when we told you that matching the Pacers offer sheet was a massive mistake, and that he can't catch a basketball and he's unfocused on defense and doesn't have a killer mentality, you still signed him to that deal. And oh, my ribs are...
Everybody is outraged.
Jock Londale is the starting center of the Phoenix Suns.
So let me get this right. You're not good at catching a ball. Your ribs hurt. You're a bad teammate. You had issues last year. You've had issues this year. And you bring the whole team down, and then Jock comes in and the whole team's up. Take your ass home and find a new team, because this guy is not championship material.
And when some dude with a first name of Jockstrap is taking your job, you're soft.
His cock.
You know. Fat Jesus says, Monty hates Harden, loves flats. Truth. McKinley Cutler, do you think Ayton is pulling a Ben Simmons?
Yes, I do.
Jeremy Callahan, DeAndre Hayton.
Yep.
Salty, Fadaz has a small child in his beard. Get it?
Oh, first team all Fadaz.
Fadaz. He's got a fade. Brett Burnett, take it slow is often better than trying to make things happen sooner than later. Is that dating advice? Hey, take it slow. You know, let's try to make things happen sooner than later.
Yeah, next question.
Always appreciate you, Brent. He also says Ayton wants out so bad. He does. That's true. Brandon Butler has a bruised rib unless it's sticking out of your freaking skin. You play. Peter Forsberg played a playoff game with a ruptured spleen.
Thank you, dude. Thank you, bro.
Jake says this morning, look at Draisaitl. He's got a broken arm thanks to Jock Londale, but Draisaitl's out there playing for the Oilers.
Jesus Christ.
Look, dude, he there's an egg stuck in his...
Oh, my God. Oh, my God, guys, I got paid a freaking contract extension, and now my rib hurts, and I can't play because I'm a complete and utter disappointment as a number 1 overall pick. Get your ass out of here, dude. I'm not here for it, dude.
I'm usually the one who does the voices.
What a douchebag. This guy is so arrogant. And this is my problem with a player's program.
A player's program.
Yeah, so while FBI wiretaps and, Sweaty Sean was happening. DeAndre Ayton's out here talking about how he's the best ever and he's the number 1 overall pick and curly redhead, is going to be the number 2 overall pick in their class.
Redhead.
And, oh my God, we're the best program in the country and we're winning a national championship. 5 years later, what do we get? A soft-ass player out of Arizona who doesn't know how to play, who's a bad teammate, who's entitled and thinks he deserves a participation medal. And all I'm here to say is guys like James Jones and Monty Williams and Devin Booker and Kevin Durant, and I'll even go as far as to say, Mr. Water is wet and I'm always hurt Chris Paul deserve a little bit better. Right? Like these guys who have put in the time. And unfortunately, in Chris Paul's case, he's always hurt. But give the guy credit. He's been in the league forever. They deserve better, bro. Like, you are the premier big on this team. Yet, you're playing a team that has an MVP on their side and one of the most dominant players in the league. And you want to stand under the hoop and watch another guy fight for a rebound instead of getting involved? And then when you get knocked down, you want to bitch at the official instead of get back on defense? Like, I'm just tired of this guy in the league, man. Like, constantly, bro.
I just don't know. I don't know that there's ever been a guy in a position that DeAndre Faken's been in.
Seriously.
And has just collapsed time after time. Like in the finals, last year the meltdown, this year the meltdown. Oh, my ribs!
Like, bro.
I just want
do you remember earlier this
time
season?
and again? Yes.
You guys remember, even at the beginning of the series, what did DeAndre Ayton say? Dude, the physicality is going to turn up, right? We're going to get real physical. And then what do we get? Oh, my rib is bruised. I can't play.
Oh, my rib!
Guy doesn't deserve anything that they win. He doesn't.
What's wrong with DeAndre Ayton? What's the official injury?
It's a rib.
Oh, my rib!
Here I am. What a joke.
Teddy Wayman says, I just ordered Papa Murphy's, saved $8. Love it. Denver closes it out, and Boston forces Game 7. We like pizza. Okay.
The Boston game hasn't tipped off yet, so it's not time for Monty Makes You
Gary
Money.
says, my back is broken. Spinal.
It's so obnoxious.
Back is broken.
Dude. Like,
Spinal.
Like, I'm just so burnt out.
Jake is
bro.
looking for the drops.
Yeah.
My
Spinal. Back is broken. I broke my back.
I broke my back.
Spinal.
Oh,
Spinal.
my rib.
Spinal. Spinal. Back is broken.
Oh, what a loser!
Jackson Graham now on Shout Out to Mo Bamba.
Why? Why do we need a shout out to Mo Bamba right now, bro? We don't need that energy in here, man.
Jansen says, you guys believe he bruised his ribs?
Shout out to Mo Bamba. Shout out to Mo Bamba.
Not a good question.
He's out because he broke his clitoris.
Oh my God. Jesus, Jansen, chill, bro. Holy crap.
Boom. Out of here.
Dude.
Ain't fucking no smoke.
Can't back down. It's a soft person tendency.
Dude.
Oh, Jeremy Callahan says DeAndre baby back 8.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. Oh, Fat Jesus says it's a sprained labia.
Dude.
Do not weaponize, speaking for Mrs. Monty now.
Mrs. Monty.
Do not weaponize the female genitalia.
Kiss my butt.
I'm getting divorced when I get home. Okay, McKinley Cutler, the cookie king of you. Where are my cookies, dude?
Yeah, bro.
I lost another pound today, and it's your fault, McKinley. Where are my cookies? I mean, think Sex Machine has a broken back from carrying Ayton, kicking and screaming through his series.
What was do you remember when we lived in the Bay Area? We're driving home, and I can't remember the company that called you. It's like a telemarketer spam call. My guy over here proceeds to troll this spam caller so hard. It was like an insurance call or something, right? Like sign up for a better insurance quote. And he's like, my back hurts, right? And I remember. It was your insurance. It was your car insurance calling you to re-up your quote. My guy over here is telling the lady on the phone, hey, my back hurts. And she's like, oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, sir. What happened? And he proceeds to say, yeah, you guys have been bending me over for like a year, so my back hurts. It's the silence on that call for the next 30 seconds was absolutely incredible. Dude.
I miss having fun in life.
Spinal.
Mrs. Monty doesn't let me mess with telemarketers.
Back is broken.
You have a life. We have things to do. Just
It became personal with me.
Let them scam older women. It's up to you.
Right.
You know. Be careful. DA could land in Utah. Oh, good Lord.
Neat.
H.E. Pennypacker moving back to the great state of Utah tomorrow.
Let's go, baby.
Utah sucks. Don't move here. Brent Burnett. Jazz will have a great Jazz. Can't go wrong with 3 picks. Get lucky or trade up if it really matters to pick a certain player. Too many good options. So it'll be, I just think you have any way you want. Any way you want. Jet Wayman, the tile king of Utah. No way, Salty. We get Kessler and Laurie.
I agree.
Maury Alvarez says scamming scammers is always fun. I agree.
Spinal.
I totally agree. Monty makes you money. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Let's pick the games. We do need like a Price is Right theme or something.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
I'll find something obnoxious.
Okay. Boston at Philadelphia, the 76ers. Sixers are favored by 2.5. 212's a number. I don't know where to go with this game. This feels like that game, and I think it was Jet last night who said, well, I'm just not going to bet that game. This is that game. I think, man, I get to use this word again. I think Boston's having an existential crisis.
As the Celtics turn.
I think as soon as they're out of the NBA playoffs, they're done. Boom, out of here, right? I think as soon as the Celtics lose, they're done.
Boom, out of here.
I think they're done. The Sixers need to close this game out.
They won't.
I tend to agree. I think you got to pick the Celtics to win, and it goes under. Yep. Just looking at the scores in these games and looking at the way that it's gone, 119-115, right?
Mm-hmm.
121-87, 114-102. In the games where the Sixers lose, the number is low. In the game where the Sixers win, it's 116-115, 115-103, 119-115. I think the Sixers are going to lose. And I think that this is going to go back to Boston for a game 7 where the Sixers will close out.
Man, we actually agree on one. This isn't... Bro, this is... So, I felt like I was like on some demon energy picking the Sixers or the Celtics tonight, and then picking the Celtics to fall on their face in Boston.
Don't fuck.
Yeah, I know. I'm terrible. It's actually remarkable. It's quite a skill for me. But yeah, I mean, wouldn't it be so Boston to win tonight and then fall on their face
Yes.
at home?
Yes, it
Joel goes for like 55 in the Garden, and then James hits a dagger 3 or something.
Yes,
like,
it would.
wouldn't it? I mean,
Yes.
that's just how this series feels, dude. So tonight, it's Boston to win, cover, under. That's the bet. I'm with it.
I think it's win cover under for Boston. There's no doubt about that in my mind. And my biggest concern here is, of course, that large carcass of awesomeness known as Joel Embiid going for 50, which he's capable of. But they're at their best, in my opinion, when James Harden's like 20 points and 10 dimes.
Yeah.
8 boards. Maxey has 20.
Because that means they're in the flow offensively, and Joel doesn't need 50.
Joe has 35, 40.
Yeah.
That's like, to me, that's what feels right. So I don't know. My feeling is that it's Boston to win and it goes under.
Agreed.
That's the only way that I can look at this. Travis, Victor is the way. Don't worry, Monty. I'll give you Jay's marriage counseling.
Victor's the way.
Thank you. Jet Wayman, the tile king of Utah. I disagree, Monty. If Boston goes back home, they will win the series.
Boom. Out of here.
Philly needs to close it out tonight. Well, and there's real credence to that.
You're filling in for somebody.
If you're Philadelphia, I feel like this is a must-win. I got to stay with the Boston.
Conventional logic says this is a must-win for Philly. Boston wins if it goes home.
Here
But
comes
when
the
you
slander.
know, no, it's not slander at all. I'm staying with my original pick. I'm telling you, man, this is a game that Jayson Tatum will go off in. They will win. It'll go back home, and everyone's like, "Oh yeah, I told you so." Boston in 7, and then they're gonna fall on their face in the second half at home in Game 7 because they put so much energy out. I'm telling you, they will work their ass off tonight to get this thing back to Boston. They will. And then they will fall on their face in the second half of Game 7, and Joel will eat them for lunch.
I think it's a real possibility. This is going to be a tight game. I think it's a real possibility Philadelphia closes out because it is a must-win for them. But I think JT and Jaylen Brown know this is it. I think Jaylen's going. I just think it's over. Salty said, "What's Tanner think, Monty?" Well, hey guys.
Yeah, Tanner in the group chat's all upset you keep mocking him.
What?
Yeah, he said, here, let me pull it up real quick. Let's see.
Why would you be upset I'm mocking you?
So let's see, what time was it? At 3:33, he says, "Monty, please stop mimicking my voice 24/7. It's
Tanner.
getting annoying."
What do you mean? Monty?
Stupid ass question.
I've done it for like one day, and now he's out. Okay.
Ain't ducking no smoke.
Yeah, I ain't ducking no smoke.
I'm just telling you, if Rafiki comes up, we're doing it.
The Tanner Lorian. Oh, I
The
like that a lot.
Tanner Lorian, bro. Dude, where do you guys come up with this stuff?
Jeremy Callahan. You can bet your Mandalorian underoos that those Philadelphia 76ers are going to win it. Okay. The Tanner Lorian is a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, that's a GOAT comment, dude.
Hall of Famer.
Yeah, GOAT comment.
Tanner living rent-free in Monty's head. It doesn't bother me at all. I actually really like Tanner. And I've explained this to Tanner before. You're a part of the show.
Yeah,
You are a character on the show.
that's right.
Do you not understand? Like, you have become
A legend.
a legend on the show.
I'm for real.
I wish that we could get you to the RSL match.
What's up,
But,
big bro?
sometimes things don't work out. Unless
Kind of like Philly not winning the Super Bowl, you know?
But that's why you should go to Super Chicks on Riverdale Road in Ogden. Or in St. George. Riverdale Road in Ogden, Super Chicks. Knock it down. St. George, we love you. Greg Hawkins, I wish I was a legend
You
on
are
the show.
certified.
You're my guy, though.
Certified, Greg.
Come on.
Yeah,
Greg
certified,
Hawkins.
bro.
See, this is what happens. You get old as fuck like Greg Hawkins is, and all of a sudden he's like, nobody likes me, I'm too old.
I'm so lonely.
Oh, my river.
Oh, so lonely.
Greg, dude, are you kidding me right now? Tanner, it's actually compliments. It is like massively complimentary.
Yeah.
Brandon
that's
Butler.
stupid.
Tanner's a good kid. He is a good kid.
Yeah, dude.
Jansen. Greg, you're a legend on the show. Don't worry.
You are.
Jet Wayman, sup, Greg. You're a legend, bro.
I'm telling you right now, dude, for all of you who you're legends on the show, we're going to have a wall at some point where you're all going to come in and sign the wall. It's happening. Yes, we are. Yeah, we are.
Yeah, we are.
Here I am.
Gary says rosemary fries with Nashville hot is a slapper.
Oh, yeah, dude. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Am I the I'm so Caucasian.
Ain't ducking no smoke.
Dude, I am so Caucasian. I can't, I am not. Salty Drunk, also a legend. But it's okay for Tanner to mock others, right? Harden up, Princess Tanner. Oh, wow.
Quote, harden up.
Matt
Jesus.
Ritson, we love you, Tanner.
The funny part is Tanner, like an hour ago, said he wasn't going to be here for this portion of the program.
I can only, and I think Tanner thinks I'm joking. Like Tanner, I actually like Tanner. He doesn't like me. Wouldn't even talk to me at the Big 5-0 birthday bash.
Yeah, totally avoided us.
Wouldn't even talk to me.
Yeah.
Maury Alvarez says, what about me? Guy, you're a Florida man.
Yeah.
Maury's the guy that like brought his entire family and they're like, hey man, your show sucks.
Hey guys.
Maury's daughter didn't say that. His son was like, this show's terrible. I tell my dad not to listen to it all the time. No, me? Like, but you're the guy who sends us pictures of you next to your Christmas tree. You're a legend too. You know. Jet Wayman, chicken garlic pizza tonight. Hey. Greg Hawkins, usually it's the casuals that stick around for the last hour. That's what I'm saying. Mr. Preston. Oh, Mr. Preston. How the heck are you? Tanner, we're just soaking around. Sorry, I meant choking. See, soaking.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, Victor's the way. How many accounts are there that's got Victor's name? I won't make the Monty Wall of Fame, sadly.
Victor's the way. Victor's the way.
Mike Chase. What about me, LOL?
Victor's the way.
Arlington Bears. What about me? No, I'm kidding. Everyone stop asking to be validated, but seriously, what about me? I love it. Hey, by the way,
You are not the guy.
did you guys see the Bears are playing on Christmas Eve?
Let's go. But see, so, okay, this is my point, though. We talked about this yesterday. If your team's playing, now all of a sudden Christmas Day in the NBA doesn't matter as much.
I'm excited about that. Truck Stop Gumby says the Soaker Lorian.
Stop.
Mike Chase says, I know I'm not. You won a TV. What do you mean you're not? What do you mean you're not? All right, Monty Makes You Money, game number 2. Denver Nuggets at the Phoenix Suns. -2 to Phoenix. 2:26. 8 o'clock on the worldwide leader of sports. Did you just sigh at me?
Yeah, I did.
Why?
Because the Suns are going to get lit up in this game.
Yeah.
It's over.
Oh, Kevin. Are you and Kevin gonna cuddle afterwards? Or are you gonna comfort him in his night of pain?
Stupid ass question.
No, because his night of pain starts when he gets home. I'm pretty confident. Here's the question, though. I haven't seen an update. Has anybody seen an update on Jamal Murray? Because I think that's the biggest. Did you guys hear about this? You guys ready for this? It's a non-COVID injury or a non-COVID illness for Jamal Murray. I have to believe he plays, right? I mean, how are you not playing? But I haven't seen an update on him. Jamal Murray, non-COVID illness, questionable as of 6 hours ago. And this is a big deal. He has been a difference maker in this series.
Yeah, I don't think it's out yet whether he's playing or not.
He's going to play.
Yeah, I would agree.
Unless he's got, like, butt mud or something.
I'm sorry, did you say butt mud?
Yeah, butt mud.
What is butt mud?
Vomiting out your butt. I just think it's... And then, by the way, did you guys see Gary Payton the other night? Was like, yeah, I threw up in my mouth a little bit.
Dude. The fact that he's holding it in his mouth on the floor.
And then just jogged off the floor and they went 4-on-5.
Dude.
Which is unbelievable.
I just, why?
Yeah, I don't know. Marcus Smart dominating Joel, who takes a foul. That's got to be a take foul. I'm telling you, the Celtics are here for that ass tonight.
Yeah, they are.
You can just see they're out of the box quick here. And Marcus Smart attacks Joel Embiid, steals the ball. Well, that's a foul on Marcus Smart, no call. And then Joe fouls Marcus Smart.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, the Celtics are coming. They are coming.
Okay, Denver and Phoenix.
Denver's going to win by 37. I would hold your bet until Jamal Murray is identified.
Yeah.
If Jamal Murray plays, I think this is not a close game.
No.
I think the Suns are ready to go home. And I think that this DeAndre Ayton situation is a big, big deal. I think this is a big, big deal for the Suns because you're getting, even in their worst performances now, you're getting performances out of Cadizzle and Booker with 28, Kevin Durant with 26. But Jock Londale gives you 5 points in 16 minutes, and DeAndre Ayton only plays 32 minutes, takes 12 shots, and is a minus 21. You played 32 minutes, and you're a minus 21.
Doesn't make you feel responsible.
I need some Michael Rappaport here, bro.
This is the guy that's keeping Sex Machine from winning a ring. Right? Like, that's who this dude is.
Yeah.
They're not winning this game. Because, again, what did we talk about before the game the other night? Landry Shamet had one game, and everyone's like, oh, Suns are going all the way.
Mr. fucking vaccination genius scientific expert, you fucking asshole.
DeAndre Ayton.
Landry Shamet.
Douche.
You're no, I'm not going back to Mikhail Bridges.
Yeah, I know what time it is.
The point is, I am telling you right now, I don't see any way. If Jamal Murray plays, I see no way for the Suns to win the game.
I'm on the Nuggets either way. I think the series is over.
Where do you guys come down on this? I think the Suns win if Jamal Murray doesn't play. Jet Wayman says, yes, bring out the Beasley drop.
Okay, I can find the Beasley drop for
I
you,
love
bro.
that people like the Rappaport stuff so much.
Fucking Cole Beasley.
That
Mr.
is
fucking vaccination genius scientific expert, you fucking asshole.
I love that drop.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jet, for that. Callahan says Nugs by 5. I think the series is over if Jamal Murray plays, Jansen says. Totally agree. Nate Davis says, yeah, Jake is going to cry when Kevin Durant. He's going to say, why, Kevin? Why,
You kick
Kevin?
a person when he's down.
Kevin!
Gotta be fucking kidding me.
No, I'm not kidding you at all. McKinley Cutler, Ayton has been ready to go to a different state for a year.
That's what I'm
has.
saying, dude.
He has.
Just pack your stuff, dude. Pack your stuff and get the hell out of here.
Yeah, I'm amazed by it. Kurt Myers. Tanner, we got your back, man.
Hey, man.
Jeremy Callahan. Heck yes, Tanner. Any friend of Sean Bradley is a friend of mine. Okay, I don't understand where all this is coming from, but it's fine. Mr. Preston says, I believe the term is mud butt. It is. It is.
Kiss my butt.
Don't. Jet Wayman, KD dropping 40, but it won't be enough.
Yeah, I just don't see how they win the game, dude.
I don't either. Monty Rant. Am I the only non-member commenter left today? I think
dude,
you might be.
why are you not a member yet, dude? Like, what's the deal? What's it
really
going to take?
disappointing. Brady Cook, where has Chris Paul been hurt and not a factor? Now DeAndre Ayton hurt. But water's wet and Chris Paul's hurt in the playoffs.
I mean, Chris Paul's an AARP member at this point, so him being hurt's no surprise.
And I think he's done in Phoenix.
Yeah.
You know, like yeah. I don't know. I'm really frustrated with the Suns.
I think
because Devin's finally playing well and it means nothing.
I think Jet has donated a membership for Monty Rant.
Oh, have you now, Jet Wayman?
Yeah, there
yes,
it
you
is.
have.
There it is.
Go get it, Monty Rant.
Go get it, dude. No
Go
excuse.
get it.
It's a gift. Go get it.
Ain't ducking no smoke.
Let's go, dude.
Can't have membership on all my accounts.
Okay, well, this is the only account on the Monty program, so that's the only one that matters.
He's got other accounts.
I know, and I'm saying, hey, get it done.